Hi, this is Nene. Y'all hit the subscribe button. If you're not subscribed to me, subscribe to me. This is your moment. I'm going to play a little instrumental beat. YouTube. Y'all say I have affinity cable, so I could just talk and say YouTube to my remote. Okay, so let's play an instrumental beat while y'all take this moment to subscribe to me. Do not pay her any attention because she cries no matter what you do for her. She will cry. So let's take a moment.
Lightweight repair for fine hair.
So I started doing the instrumental beat. I'm going to play Jody Sneeze song. I'm going to do my cousin song. While y'all take this moment to subscribe to me, I'm going to play my cousin song. So take a moment to subscribe to me. Listen to this while y'all subscribe. Y'all little moment. So y'all can see me a little bit. Take your time to subscribe to me. Once this song is over, it's back to story time.
I'm coming way harder than that. She see me in public, she blowing a kiss. She see that I'm starting to drip. But whole time, bitch, I'm going on a mission. Bitch, you trip. I know that you go in and know how you live. It's nothing my rest on my dick and just kiss. Matter of fact, little bitch, feel now I ain't feel. Niggas mad that I'm living. She see that I'm starting to drip. She see me in public, she blowing a kiss. She see that I'm starting to drip. But whole time, bitch, I'm going on a mission. Bitch, you trip. I know that you go in and know how you live. Just nothing my rest on my dick and just kiss. Matter of fact, little bitch, feel now I ain't feel. Niggas mad that I'm living. That shit really feels. They feeling like clothes on wiping his nose. I heard that a bitch nigga told on my motherfucking crawler, you know how it go. We coming up ready, my niggas gon' blow. We walking with sticks like a nigga that's old. Like I'm working and talking, I hit at his nose. Clown ass little nigga should've never fucking froze. Who really with me, I don't even know. Watch your back, and that's on the code. Smoking this doja, already told you. Up in the studio, but the dope. Cause New York lying ass niggas. Reach my shit and cut off his nose. Go to his house, kick down his door. Get boy shit, nigga, you know I'm bold. I'm coming way harder and different. She see me in public, she blowing a kiss. She see that I'm starting and drip. But whole time, bitch, I'm going on a mission. Bitch, you trip. I know that you go in and know how you live. It's honey, my rest on my dick and just kiss. Matter of fact, little bitch, hell no, I ain't feel. Niggas mad that I'm living. She see that I'm starting and drip. She see me in public, she blowing a kiss. She see that I'm starting and drip. But whole time, bitch, I'm going on a mission. Bitch, you trip. I know that you go in and know how you live. Just honey, my rest on my dick and just kiss. Matter of fact, little bitch, hell no, I ain't feel. Niggas mad that I'm living. That shit really kill us.
Did everybody get a chance to subscribe to me, y'all? Don't mind my junky room. I'm going to clean my room today. I'm trying to make space in my room. Did everybody get a chance to subscribe? Could I get a wow? Okay, that's the story time, y'all. I'm a little excited to tell y'all my story. I'm not ashamed of what I went through. I'm just ashamed of what God put me through. But God pushed you through a lot of situations. He wants you to learn from it. So we're going to start from when I was a baby. This came out my mama's womb. She can't stand my father. So that's out the question. She always called my father deadbeat. She always say my father ain't shit. That's all I ever hear. So when I was a baby, it was all pitch in the cheeks and all that. So when I turned like 1 year old, I was told that my father bought me a teddy bear when I was 1. But I can't say whether that's true or not because I was 1. So, you know, when you're 1 year old, you don't care who buys you stuff. You just takes it. So, 1 year old, my father was there. Yeah, he was trying to be a father, but my mother kept pushing him away. So I can't really blame him. My mama didn't want him to do nothing for me. I used to hear them two argue about stupid stupid sugar iced tea. And age 2, all I did was hear my father and them argue. And then when I hit 3 years old, y'all know when y'all be hearing y'all parents argue and fight, y'all don't know what to do or how to feel because y'all 1 and 2 years old. What a 1 year, 2 year old could do? Besides say, Daddy, don't go. Daddy, don't go. So when I hit 3 years old, my father got locked up. I don't forget anything, okay? Kids don't forget nothing. So when I was 3 years old, I seen the police or heard the police knocking on my door. So I'm like, Mom, somebody at the door. So My mom said, don't open the door for strangers. So I didn't open the door. So all they hear, police, police, police. I'm like, oh my God, it's the police. So my mother opened the door for them. This is what they asked my mother. If you find his gun, we will give you $20. So she found the gun. They gave her $20. And I was like trying to fight to keep my father home. I'm like, Daddy, don't go. Daddy, don't go. Daddy. They're like, little girl, we got to take your father. He did a bad thing. I'm like, my daddy don't never do a bad thing. So I heard the charges they was charging him with. Crack, selling drugs. So he went to jail for selling drugs and for child support. Because my mother put him on child support and lied and told the judge she wasn't doing shit. But she told me at age, she told me, your father bought you a teddy bear. So how he not doing shit if he bought me a teddy bear? So my mother do, but she's a liar. Just put it that way. I'm not condoning what my mother did. So she found the gun. They gave her $20. My mother is a snitch. Okay? She's a snitch. She will snitch on you and get you locked up for no point reason. It's because she wants your money. So hitting age 4. So when I was 4 years old, 5 years old, 6 years old, 7 years old, I went to go see my father in jail. I was taking pictures with him and all that. And I used to go with my grandmother. My grandma did more than what my mother did. My grandmother, not my both of my grandmothers did for me. My grandmother Neva Elizabeth Duckett on my father's side. Then you got on my mother's side. You got Murray Alberta Vines. That's my mother's mother. And my father's mother is Neva Elizabeth Duckett. That's my father's mother. So remind you, I went over my father's mother's house. I used to go over there and I used to play with my cousins and them. And my mother didn't want me around my father's side of the family. She hates them. She hates everybody. She hates her kids. So, remind you, she used to send me on my father's mother's side. And she hated my father's side. She hated my father's side since I was a baby. So, she told me a story when I was 7. She was telling me how she beat her and my auntie got into a fight, my Rose Baby Duckett. Yes, that's my auntie real name, Rose. Y'all be thinking I be lying, but we call her Aunt Baby. So she said, that's on my father's side. So she said, her and my Aunt Baby got into a fight, that she beat my Aunt Baby up at work. Which I don't believe. I believe my Aunt Baby whooped her ass. I don't believe she whooped my Aunt Baby ass. My Aunt Baby, I could fight. So that, I can't really tell y'all the full story. That's out my place. Y'all gotta ask my aunt. I'll let her tell y'all the story. So my Aunt Baby used to do my hair. She used to, my Aunt Baby used to do my hair. And my cousin Lisa Brown on my mother's side. This is my mother's side. This is my father's side. So when I point this way, I'm pointing to my father's side. This way is my mother's side. So my mother's side is my cousin Lisa Brown. She's going around with my real hair. My father's side, which is my auntie, Baby, she hates everybody on my father's side. She didn't condone me going over there. So up to age 7, I stopped going on my father's side. Because my mother didn't want me around my father's side. She called him troublemaker. She said all types of shit about my father's side. It's a whole list, and I ain't trying to go down that whole list. On my mother's side, she used to take me over my cousin Lisa's house to get my hair done. She'd take me to my grandmother's house, which is her mother, and had my grandma babysit us while she go do her little thing. So from 1 to 10, my mom child abused me. And she was beating me for, if I get one little bad grade, I get an ass whooping. If I make a mess, I clean up. I got an ass whooping for everything. I didn't know that was child abuse. So I didn't know that was child abuse. But Judge said that's child abuse when your mother keep beating you for everything. And then she also choked me on Facebook Live. But I'm going to get to that part. So I used to go my father's side to my grandmother's house. But she don't like when we call her grandma. We have to call her mom. Lord need to be quiet. So I went on my father's house, chill with my father's side. She stopped letting me go to my father's house when I was 7. So I had to call my grandmother and tell her to come get me. I didn't want to be in the house with my mother. Who wants to be child abused by their mother for everything? So from 8 to 10. But I did learn how to cook. I taught myself how to do a lot. So I went to Simon Elementary School, which is right across from Blue High School. Simon Elementary School is right across from Blue High School. That's just in Southeast. So I had to walk to school. Don't ask me why. Because that was the school board that asked me and my brother to walk. So I left Simon Elementary School. Went to J. Frank Dent Elementary School, which is at Congress Heights, which is not that far from St. Elizabeth School. And it's over there where Boost Mobile and stuff is at. So I stayed at that school, but I lived on Wayne Place since I was a baby. Wayne Place Southeast. So, but we was going to Simon Elementary School, which was right across from Blue High School. And then I guess I couldn't. My mother didn't want me in that school, but my niece goes to that school now. So she ended up transferring me to Drake Elementary School. So I went to Drake Elementary School from kindergarten up to 5th grade. So I'm trying to explain it the best way I can, y'all. So I got put out of all DC schools for fighting, y'all. For fighting. Let me shut my room door, because Lord Nene doing all this crying, and it's about to rain. So I'm about to shut my door because she's cutting me off. So y'all, if you're in Washington, D.C., it is going to rain today. So y'all, I advise everybody to stay in the house if y'all don't want to get y'all hair wet, or y'all want to get wet, and y'all don't drive, and y'all don't have no ride, to stay in the house. So, because it's raining today. So, back to my life story. So, my whole childhood life, she child abused me. I'm going to break it down. I ain't going to make this story too long. So, all she yelled was, your father's a deadbeat. Your father ain't here. I hate your father. Your father this, your father that. Your father is a jailbird. I hate your father. Fuck your father. He don't do shit. He's a deadbeat. I hate him. Stop calling your father, because he ain't going to come. He going to have you sitting outside waiting, and all that. So, my father was locked up till I was 12. My father came home when I was 12.